Hi there, Taurus. Welcome back. All right, Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Taurus. Let's see what's going on in your energy, Taurus. Ooh, first card out is the Chariot card. So I'm hearing that you're in control of something. I'm hearing that you're heading in the right direction. Second card is the Knight of Coins. Let's see what else comes out with that. Okay. Taurus, it's like you're doing something, but you don't know how you're going to do it. You don't have the funds for something, but you're still going to make it happen. You know, that kind of energy. Let's see what else comes out for you here. There is something being hidden from you, and it might have something to do with somebody's addictions. Okay. And we have some extras that are here. Okay. So, Taurus, it does look like this is going to be a warning here. Okay. So, what I'm getting here is that you might be feeling a little frustrated about a situation. You could be feeling frustrated because maybe you were misguided into something that you didn't know what you were getting yourself into. So, Spirit is saying definitely work on that. Work on getting a clear vision or a clear focus on where it is you want to go. Okay. Especially because you have somebody around you who is in the dark about something. Okay. So you might be also trying to control your progress at this time, or somebody around you could be trying to control your progress. So this is like a slow, gradual progress. If it's somebody else, it could be this person who's hiding something from you. So it could be a Capricorn or a Leo who's doing this. I do feel like you're very motivated to achieve your goals here, especially if there's a bill or something going on around you. Maybe you're losing money, or maybe you're paying too much interest into something. So it looks like you're trying to get this person to cooperate with you, or you're trying to get this person to be just as ambitious as you are, which could be a very big challenge, Taurus. Now, for one of you, I'm seeing here that perhaps you're being overly cautious about something. And Spirit is basically saying it's time to get flexible, you know, be a little flexible, give a little leeway. It'll end up being, it'll end up helping you down the road to get the progress that you're wanting. So you might be in the process of breaking away from bad habits, or breaking out of a situation where you were feeling very restricted. Um, it's like you're breaking the chains that have been binding you. It doesn't matter what it is, but it's more of this energy of you breaking the chains that were binding you. Maybe you're going through a period where you're feeling a little depressed, or you know, because of the changes that you're going through. I want you to know, when you're getting away from any kind of addictions, going through depression is actually very normal. I've done it myself. Yeah, I tried to quit smoking actually several times in my life, and each and every time I try to quit smoking cigarettes, cigarettes, guys, I always went through a period where I would get really depressed. But as soon as I started smoking again, boom, I was happy again, and the stars were out, and the birds were singing, and it was like beautiful all over again, right? I found out later on down the road that they put antidepressants in cigarettes, and that might be why. But regardless, it doesn't matter what it is that you're trying to break free from, whatever kind of setbacks that you've been facing, trying to get away from that negative influence, that negative thing in your life can cause you to feel depressed, especially if you're dependent on it. You know, it just depends. Everybody's different. But I'm hearing that you're liberating yourself, which is beautiful. Now, you do have somebody around you, like I said, who's either a Capricorn or a Leo, and this person is feeling like they're getting left out of your life, or they're getting left out of something. I'm also seeing here that you are in this energy, this beautiful energy of determination, really going for what you want. Some of you might be in the process of moving or getting out, maybe having a turning point in a relationship, a bond that you have with somebody. This could also indicate like well, it could indicate that a happy home. So if you're moving, a happy home is out there for you. Okay, that might be for one of you. Maybe one of you might be going through a situation where you're feeling hopeless because you're homeless, or you might be going through a period of homelessness or about to become homeless. If so, there is a home out there. It just depends on you of putting more determination into it, or basically letting things unfold the way that they are supposed to unfold for you here. But one good thing that I do see here is that I do see here that you're very self aware. And you know what? I'm going to tell you, Taurus, that is going to serve you better than anything else, is being self aware. It seems like somebody around you has been feeding you a lot of lies. It looks like somebody around you has been causing you, I don't want to say to lose control of your life, but I do feel like they caused something to spiral out of control, right? Don't get me wrong. I do see you being the person who is definitely in this energy of being in control, yes, but because of this person's lies, that's what has caused something in your life to spiral out. Okay? So maybe for one of you, this could be like that person, you gave them the rent money, they were supposed to pay the rent, and then only to find out that they went and they splurged the money on something that they're addicted to, like alcohol or cigarettes or illegal substances or something like that, right? For one of you, that's the situation here, okay? Now that you're back in control, now that you're getting yourself back together, you're going to move forward in a very good way. You're going to get a better house, okay? Just so you know. Now, for another one of you, this person could have just been splurging your money and you're not going through homelessness, okay? But there is some kind of debts or something that needs to be paid, and this person is the reason why. It's because they lied to you. They lied straight to your face, okay? And that is for, I think, a handful of you. For some of you, there's something going on about, it might have something to do with a mother figure or your parents or something to do with, yeah, that's what I'm getting. It could be your parents or a mother figure and a father figure. Now, Taurus, you might be very micro focused on past situation where it caused you a lot of frustration or a lot of anxieties. Okay, I'm hearing that you're going to break free out of that energy really soon, but unfortunately for right now, during this chapter that you're in right now, you do have people that are working against you, lying, lying not just about you but to you specifically, which makes it even worse because these people could be, family members who are doing this to you. Tell us more, Spirit. Oh, there's a long explanation here. Well, it does look like part of it could be because of jealousy. Okay, Taurus, this is, yeah, it could be a group. Okay, so you have a group here. It looks like a group. It's not telling me if they're family members or who they are. They could be just friends here, but I am seeing jealousy coming from somebody, and it was because of you breaking free from something. It was because of you being more independent. Okay, maybe you do things more on your own. You don't follow the crowd, things like that, and them expecting you to come out and give them something. Okay, they were expecting you to be generous with them, give them something, maybe pay their bills or something, right? But instead, it's like you did this instead. You stood your ground. You protected yourself. You set boundaries with these people. Okay, so that's why they're after you, and that's why they're lying to you, is because of that. Does that make any sense to anybody here? If you said no, I agree with you, and this is why they're lying. Okay, they're holding back truth from you. So they might have lied, for one of you, they might have lied of what they did with the money and didn't tell you that they splurged on something, a habit, could be gambling or something, okay? They didn't tell you the real reason why the money disappeared and why you're now in debt. I think it was very shocking, especially finding out that these are the people that were lying to you. And they did it on purpose. I want you to know. They definitely did it on purpose. Now, you do have somebody here that is definitely jealous. There's a level of jealousy, competitiveness toward you, and it's coming from this female specifically, okay? I do feel like she's the one that's been the leader of the lying here. This is somebody who looks to other people as an investment. Okay, so if this is your parent or parents, you do have one of them that is looking at you as an investment for her. What makes this even sadder is that means your whole life this person has never been there for you. This means that this person, where they were supposed to nurture you, she didn't. That's what I'm hearing. So you pretty much raised yourself. You were always an asset to her, but never a real human being. So there are people that have children not for the joy of having and watching a child grow, and having that joy in their life, but to use them as a tool, and they never think about what they could give to the child. It's always what they can get out of the child. So if this is your situation where this is your mother, which it could be for some of you, this tells me that you've struggled so hard. No wonder you're in this energy of always staying in control. Maybe you've always tried to stay in control because things around you has always been so chaotic. Because with a person like this in your life lying to you straight to your face, how can you know what's true and not true? So you basically always have to stay in control. And even now as an adult, this person seems to be affecting you. Now, remember, guys, that this reading is a general reading. So this could be a past situation, a present situation. And then for some of you, this could be something that's about to happen in the near future. So keep that in mind, okay? Especially if you have a mother figure in your life who is like this. Okay? Just keep that in mind. Because for some of you, I do feel very strongly that this person neglected you. Neglected you in every area of your life. Everything. Just was never there for you to guide you in anything. Mm. So when it came to your own self-care, growing up, you more likely went to school with messy hair, or you went to school with dirty clothes on. You had to do this for yourself. You had to, even the small things like brushing your teeth, you had to teach yourself how to do these things. So it made you a stronger person. But it also caused you to have lack in other areas of your life because you had to parent yourself, which means you didn't get to grow up and learn certain social skills, I want to say. So you might find yourself in situations where you might be a little confused about what's going on. Um, so it just depends on what part of your life that you lost out on. Like social cues, I'm just using it as an example. Doesn't have to be exactly, guys, but it could be like social cues might be hard for you. Like understanding sarcasm might be hard for you. Things that you should have learned when you were a child, you didn't get to learn because you were so busy learning how to brush your hair, do things for yourself, take care of yourself, defend yourself, protect yourself, nurture yourself. So you had to do it all by yourself because of this person. And this is for one of you. For another one of you, maybe this is the mother of your children. Okay? And because of that, this person was very, for you, you didn't go through all that, where you had to learn things, but you were neglected by this person and you were used by this person. Okay? So do put the energy where it belongs. I do see this person as purposely going out of their way to block you here, okay? And I am seeing here that an apology is due, but I don't think that it's going to be coming in, okay? I don't see this person ever really apologizing to you, for everything that they've done to you. Could be a Libra, just so you know. We have the two of swords coming out. I feel like when you navigated yourself around this person, there was always this energy of you having to depend on your intuition. Now, me and my daughter, we always call that Linda. We always say, oh, you got to listen to Linda. So you always had to use Linda, to navigate you, because if not, then this person, whoever this person is to you, was always going to be the person who was going to send you off into the wrong direction. Okay. Now I'm hearing that it was part of the struggle of being around this person. Okay. But you were Taurus, you were something else, because I see here that it was like every time that you were supposed to fall down, you got back up and you went in the right direction. You figured it out. Maybe through television or through listening to other people talking, you learned lessons and you learned which direction to navigate yourself into. And I'm hearing that you were always going in the right direction until this situation happened where this person lied to you and caused you to have this kind of debt. Okay. For another one of you, this person lied to you because they wanted you to feel left out. And they did it on purpose. They really did. They wanted you to feel left out. Maybe because you didn't want to do what she wanted. Maybe you didn't give her what she wanted. So this is her way of punishing you, making you feel a certain kind of way, right? I am seeing here that there is a lot of past hurts because of this person. And sometimes, because of that, you might find yourself emotionally unavailable, And I believe people do that when they go through a certain amount of trauma, if I'm not mistaken. I did read something about this where people who've gone through, especially childhood trauma, when they're faced with another trauma or something that causes them to have extreme emotions like anger or frustration or disappointment or a shock, right? Anything that's shocking, which I feel like this person did to you. What I understood from the article is that people tend to shut down emotionally. And I feel, Taurus, that is what you're doing. You are emotionally checking out. And it's because of the past traumas and hurts that you've gone through, the struggles that you've gone through. And this is something that's preventing you from being able to move forward. And it's because you're bottling up all those emotions because you're trying to function in our society. Like, you're trying to function day by day. So you're bottling up all those emotions because you need to go through the emotions, not the emotions, I'm sorry. You need to go through the motions, not emotions, motions of everyday life. Like, you still have to get up and go to work, you still have to go to the doctor, so instead of dealing with these emotions, you're holding them in so you can function on a daily basis. Okay. The problem with that is that eventually that bubble is going to pop. Eventually you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're not going to be able to bottle up those emotions. Eventually your bottle, the space that you're stuffing all those emotions into, there's not going to be any more space for you to be able to bottle them up. And this is when you hear about people, quote, snapping. People snap, I'm not saying that that's what you're going to do, but I'm just giving you, a warning or something to think about, that this is something that could happen down the road. And I'm not saying that you're purposely trying to do it, Taurus. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that it's a possibility. Now, don't get me wrong. I have my share of emotions that I have, swallowed down and bottled up. And to my knowledge, I have not snapped on anybody. So don't think that you will just because of that. But who knows what the future brings, right? Anyways, let's keep going. I am hearing that there is an imbalance. You were dealing with somebody who was very immature, and because of this situation, you might find yourself in situations where you end up neglecting yourself, especially emotionally. Hmm. And you might have a hard time regulating your emotions sometimes. Okay? So, let's keep going. But, trust me, you have a way of standing on your own 2 feet. So, you don't think it's all gloomy. No, it's not. It's just that, you need to navigate that. You need a release. That's what it is. Spirit is saying you need a release. Maybe take up boxing, take up yoga, take up karate. Whatever it is that's going to help you release these emotions, there you go. That's what you need to do. Sometimes just going for a nice little walk can make you feel so much better. Now, for some of you, I'm sad to say that this person, because of their lies, it actually caused you to lose out on a financial opportunity. Yeah. I think this person purposely distracted you and lied to you to your face. This person owes you an apology, a huge apology, because I'm hearing you did not deserve any of it at all. None of the things that this person has put you through, you have you have never ever ever deserved any of this. And even now, even today that this person is doing these things to you now, you still don't deserve any of this. So do try your best, okay? And that's what Taurus wants you to know. I mean, that's what Spirit wants you to know, Taurus, is that right now you got to work on voicing your point of view about things. And I want you to know that people around you are seeing through the BS that this person is putting out about you. The image that this person has made of you, people are seeing through it. Their illusions are fading. Okay? And it's because of your actions, it's the way that you do things, it's the way that you are staying in control regardless of what is going on around you. And I think that's another reason why you're bottling up, because you still have to keep going regardless of what this person does. I do see here that every time you turn around, you're always the person who is constantly having to avoid conflict with this person. Like you go out of your way and bend backwards not to have to deal with them. Be aware that this person has taken a lot from you financially. What else does Taurus need to know here, Spirit? Oh, you have the Lover's card coming out twice. And the Ace of Pentacles coming out twice as well. Okay, so Taurus, what I'm getting from this is that, yes, you're the person that's in control of yourself, your emotions, your life, right? You got to break free from this person. I'm hearing that this person has taken advantage of you in so many different ways, not just financially, but they have taken advantage of your giving nature. I'm hearing for one of you, you're supposed to be getting a check or something. You were supposed to be getting some kind of money. And I'm hearing that you have not been receiving your money. And you know why? It's because of this person. So not only has this person caused you to lose out on a financial opportunity, but they have also taken the money that you already have. And this might be something that they've done since you were a child. Like something that was left to you as a child, which is not really coming out as an inheritance. So I don't know what it could be, but there is something that you were supposed to receive and you did not receive it because of this person. This person taking it from you. I do feel very strongly that this person has abused their position in your life. I don't know what it could be. For one of you, I'm thinking you had disability, or or there was a settlement that was made in your name or something like that, and you were supposed to get this money and you never received not one penny of it, and this person ended up taking it for themselves. It could be child support, but I don't. Child support is not normally something that they would keep from you. You know what I'm saying? Unless this person like took it and then never bought you anything with it, which maybe for one of you that's the case, right? But for another one of you, this is something else. This is not child support. It's like you were getting disability and this person kept it from you. Like as a child, you were receiving disability, or you received something as a child, or something like that. And this person has always like kept it from you. It's given me an energy of gift. It was a gift. Yeah. You received some kind of gift and this person ended up keeping it. So what I'm seeing here is that you do have a lot of scars in your life, Taurus. Maybe even caused by relationships, not just from this person, but from other things too. But I'm hearing here that there is a lot of secrets that you're carrying around with you, and it's weighing you down. You might even find yourself, being afraid to get into a relationship, or you're afraid every time you have started a new relationship, you go through a period where you're scared, because you don't know what to expect from that person because of your first experience, which, the bond with your own mom is the first bond, and this person really messed that up for you. So I don't blame you for not trusting people, okay? I'm hearing that Spirit wants you to learn to love yourself. So do go out and do something nice for yourself because you deserve it, okay? You've had a very hard road. So whatever it is that makes you happy, if going to the movies makes you happy, take yourself out. Take yourself out on a date. Take yourself out and go do something that you really want to do. If it's the movies, okay. If it's going out to eat, okay. Whatever it is, right? But do something to love on yourself and appreciate yourself, because you've gone through a lot already, and you have so many secrets that you're carrying around. I can only imagine how hard that is to carry. I mean, it's like it's weighing you down. You have so much. So it's not just you bottling up a lot of negative feelings, but it's also secrets that are not even yours to keep, really. And maybe that's what you need to hear, that these secrets that you're carrying with you are not really your secrets. That's this person's secrets, whoever this person is to you. Ex wife, mother, aunt, big sister, whoever this person is to you. Okay? I do see a life changing choice coming toward you, and you're going to be making a life changing decision. And I split the cards, and the Emperor came out. So I do feel very strongly you're going to find yourself sitting in your power once you're able to release those negative emotions, and once you're able to let go of these secrets that are not even yours. Okay, but there is a life changing, something big is coming towards you, Taurus, and it's going to be life changing. It's going to change you as a person, where I see you as being the person who's going to boss up or be the boss. Because that very well could be this. That could be you, like, being a go-getter. You know what I mean? Changing your energy and becoming somebody that you weren't growing up to. Like, in other words, who you were before is not who you're going to be. You know what I mean? You're going to become more ambitious. You're going to become more centered around yourself. You're going to be more grounded, more well grounded, more emotionally stable, and more determined to move forward here. Your confidence is going to grow. So do take this hard decision. There is a big big decision that's coming, and it's going to end up changing your life. So take a risk. Take a risk. You're not going to know until you try. You know what I mean? Try it, and then if something is not right for you, then you can always go back to what you were doing before, okay? But I would highly suggest that you try something here, okay? All right, Taurus, this is your reading. I do hope it helps you out. I hope it gives you some kind of clarity about things. I hope I said something that was helpful. If I did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Let me know if this reading resonated with you, because obviously it has to be for one of you, or maybe a handful of you, you know, because that's how us readers are able to pick up on people. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment. It helps the channel. Y'all take care. Enjoy the rest of your night. Bye-bye.